Hi, I'm Max. Today I'm going to talk about the project Ephemeris, which I've been working on for the last few weeks. It's a full-fledged calendar web application with support for multiple calendars, repeated events, and best of all, dark mode. Um, you can view events for a particular day, week, month, or even year. And additionally, there is a good screen reader support and keyboard navigation support. So the app is built with React on the front end, Next.js on the front end and back end, TypeScript for greater type safety, and Tailwind CSS for styling. Well, without further ado, let me show you how it all works. First, let's create a new calendar that would contain all the events for this demo. Then to create an event, simply click on any blank space. So here's our event. Now let's add another one, a much larger one. Okay, and as you can see, the events happen at the same time. So to prevent overlay, they got shrunk in half so that both can fit in the same column. In cases like this, it tries to figure out the best placement for events, giving priority to larger events. It's a similar system to how Google Calendar does it. And now let's change the color for this long event. If event color and calendar color differ, calendar color is displayed as a stripe on the left to help us figure out which calendar this event belongs to. But now for the more exciting part. So we certainly wouldn't want to create an event for each day manually. So there is an option to make event repeat itself on a given day of the week for some number of weeks. And here is how that looks like. And if you later make changes to the event or change how many times it is repeated, all subsequent repeated events would be updated automatically. But by far my favorite feature is dark mode. So if I go into my system settings and change the theme to dark, the app automatically switches to dark mode. And here's an example of how a completed schedule may look like. Depending on the type of the event, I use a different calendar to help visually differentiate things. And additionally, you can temporarily hide a calendar to help reduce visual clutter. It remembers which calendars you hid and carries that preference over between sessions. But despite all of that, the screen still looks kind of busy. So we can switch view to focus on a single day at a time. And you can navigate between days using keyboard. Or if you want to plan ahead, a month's view could be quite useful. You can also look at the entire year at once, but I haven't yet figured out how that might be useful. What is useful though is search, and it finds events whose names contain a given search query, and then sorts the results by how close they are to the event you're currently looking at. So it basically ensures that the most relevant events are higher in the results. And finally, you can go into the calendar settings to see how many events you have in total for a given calendar. On the more technical side, backend has a CRUD API endpoint for each table. And additionally, you can filter events using some advanced filters by just adding them to the URL. Then backend parses the URL, validates the parameters, constructs an SQL statement, and executes it as a prepared query to prevent SQL injections. And similarly, you can order fields by adding an order by parameter. Okay, I believe that's all the features I have here. I hope you enjoyed the demo and have a good day.